What is up, Chase That Coin family, CTC family? Shaka Daniel here, aka Chase That Coin. And today I want to talk about why I think Stratis is going to get ready to moon or be the next $1 billion coin. I also want to talk about Bitcoin Gold being top 5. And I also want to talk about a new thing that I'm going to do, which is Coin Market Cap reviews of upcoming news events. And we're going to look at the charts and see how we can possibly take advantage of this. So I'm going to give it a few seconds, let there get some live viewers, and then we're going to take off. I encourage you all to hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on post notifications. Also share this out, hit that like button once again if you didn't, and it helps people find the stream. And I'm going to take my own advice and do that. So let me share this out on Twitter. It's just much easier to do it from my phone. All right. See how many live viewers we got. So if you guys, in my last couple days, I did a few interviews. I was on Ken Bozak's channel twice. Once on Saturday night, I came on like in the middle of the episode. And then I did a one-on-one interview with Ken Bozak on his channel last night. So that was pretty cool. Me and Ken, we've been doing this for a long time and it's been long overdue. So we finally got to do it. So check that out when you guys get a chance. All right, so I'm not going to hold it up much longer. Hit share and hit that like button so other people can find the stream. So the first thing I want to talk about is Stratis. Let me see where I'm at on the screen. Okay, let me move myself. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is Stratis, because Stratis, in my opinion, Stratis is super bullish. So let's look at where Stratis is at. First of all, on CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap, we have a $300 billion market cap, which is crazy. I remember just a few months ago, everybody was talking about bear market, bear market, bear market, bubble. And I kept stressing that there is no bubble. Cryptocurrency isn't in a bubble yet. I know it sounds like a lot, it being 300 billion, right? And, you know, maybe a lot of people don't know about Bitcoin. But you have to remember, and I said a tweet about this the other day on my Twitter account. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseThatCoin. I said, remember what they said about Amazon in 1999. So in 1999, when Amazon was like a few years, maybe 3 years old at that point, from the time that they did their IPO. And Amazon was going crazy. It was going up 10 times, 5 times. It was going crazy. And people were saying that, you know, they were like, it's kind of unrealistic and it's not, you know, it's not healthy and it's not going to last. And look at Amazon today. Amazon is eating everything. And I think Bitcoin has the opportunity to do what Amazon did, but a little quicker. And the field or the niche which Bitcoin is trying to attack is much bigger than the one that Amazon is trying to do. All right, so I think that we're not in a bubble. We can definitely easily, by the time May hits, we could easily be at, this could be at 700. We could be at almost, you know, $750 billion. All right, so let's keep it on topic, and we'll find Stratis. And sometimes I like to do it like this, just to get a comparison of where Stratis is at, what's around it. All right, so Stratis is in the midst of Populous, BitShares, ARK, Waves, 8Shares, Tether. Tether, I'm not going to get into that. BitConnect, I'm definitely not going to get into that. Waves is a good project. I think Waves has a lot of potential. I've been way bullish on Waves for a while, but I think what Stratis is trying to do is a little bit more important to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. BitShares, the idea of BitShares is definitely important to cryptocurrency. Populous, as far as the invoicing service, I didn't get too deep into that. But so I just don't think Stratis should be here, just all based off of the things that they're trying to do. Stratis is doing some things that's gonna be complementary to Bitcoin, and we all know that's what gives Litecoin a lot of its value. The fact that it's complementary to Bitcoin, it being like a little test net, somewhat, is very complementary towards Bitcoin. Ken Bozak, what's up, brother? Not fresh. Let me make Ken a moderator. All right, Ken, you're a moderator now. Mike Rizzi, AJL, Turkanu, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Everybody hit that like button. So Stratis is doing some things that's gonna help Bitcoin, and I know a lot of cryptocurrencies they're trying to compete to replace Bitcoin, but the smart thing to do, in my opinion, would be to work towards things, make your own, have your own individual lanes and ideas that you're trying to do. They're trying to have the Stratis enterprise, or like what basically would be like a school, or like a place where you can learn or get really deep into Stratis. They're trying to do that. Have your own lane, have something that you're trying to do, but also do something that's going to complement Bitcoin, because that's going to have Bitcoiners who are big holders of Bitcoin and very bullish on Bitcoin. That gives them a reason to be bullish on your project as well. So Stratis is doing that. Stratis is developing the Tumblebit wallet. The Tumblebit wallet is going to bring fungibility and anonymity to Bitcoin. The way Dash achieves anonymity is through a mixing service, through the master nodes. So you send Dash through dark send, or whatever they call it, and it mixes, and then it sends out. So the person never gets the coin that you put in there. They may get another coin. Well, they could get the same coin, it's possible, but usually they'll get a different coin. All right, so and it gives a layer of anonymity and fungibility. So that's very important to cryptocurrency, and Stratis is doing that. They're also about to launch their ICO platform. That's coming out on the 30th. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be, the full scale platform, but it's still an ICO platform nonetheless. The Breeze wallet, and also, like I said, the Tumblebit. So Stratis is, in my opinion, is very bullish, super bullish. Stratis should be, in my opinion, at least a $2 billion coin right now. All right, so I see a lot of upside within Stratis, and I'm very bullish Stratis. I've been holding the Stratis trade for a few days now, and that's how I trade. All right, so let's look at the chart. All right, this is okay, so we got into Stratis here. All right, we got into Stratis on this candle, on this dipping candle. At the top, we started to slowly buy in. All right, it took a dip. I noticed from back here that we were getting a slight upward trending line. All right, so that gave me even more confidence that this thing is ready to push up. All right, so we got a little triangle squeeze right here. All right, the market slammed down, pushed up, and then rejected away from this area with a good amount of volume, and it's pushing up. So let's look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is crazy right now. Look at that pop on the 4 hour right here. Look at this candle. This candle right here is insane. So Stratis is rejecting this whole area. Stratis is ready. Let's see where we could go possibly with Stratis. really hate this mouse. I need to plug in my wireless mouse. All right, so the all-time, I want to say the all-time high for Stratis was probably up at 0.0045. From our current point, that is I want to say about a 740% increase to all-time high. All right, so an all-time high, in my opinion, just off of this news, is doable. In order for us to get to all-time high within a good amount of time, though, we're going to need Bitcoin to slow down. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin really quickly, because Bitcoin is very relevant towards what the alts are looking to do. All right, so we got a big push up within Bitcoin right here. All right, we've been getting really, really big. We broke this level that we were stuck at, which was 82.59. The market was stuck at 82.59 for 5 days. On the 6th day, it broke out. The 7th day, it's breaking out. It looks like we're getting ready to set up for a shooting star and a pullback back into possibly the moving averages or back into 82.59. So I wouldn't be surprised. And if that happens, if we start getting that pullback, alts are going to look very healthy again. Remember, just a few days ago, like 2 days ago, everybody was really hype. You know, I was hype. I was like, yes, alts are back. You know, because I love Bitcoin going up and all that. But the way that I trade, because I'm not trading USD versus Bitcoin, I can't make more Bitcoin just by Bitcoin going up in dollar value. The Bitcoins that I have go up in dollar value, but the way that I make more Bitcoin is from alts going up in Satoshi value. So I get a little bit more excited when alts go up in Satoshi value. USD value doesn't matter because they can be going up in USD value because Bitcoin is going up. All right, so Bitcoin does look like it's slowing down. On the 4-hour, a bearish reversal has already started. If we're going to get a bearish continuation, we're going to need another 47 minutes to see what this candle does on the close to see if we're going to get a bearish continuation. All right, now let's talk about Bitcoin Gold. All right, matter of fact, let's just look at it like this, because a lot of people are calling this disrespect. Everybody hit that like button. A lot of people are calling this like plain out disrespect. Oh my God, I need to plug my mouse in. Like, this is not working out. Ken, I'm blue. Yeah, you're blue now, Ken. Mike Rizzi says, I'm about to buy Stratis. One Month Dream, what's up? What's up? Crypto Quay, yeah, Crypto Quay, Nog Fresh, Ken Bozak, James Bond, and I think Richie Rich. All of you guys are moderators. All right, so this Bitcoin Gold came out of nowhere. I looked at CoinMarketCap one day, and it was 5th place. So even though all of the things that went wrong, you know, people lost some money with Bitcoin Gold. There was scam allegations. There was a screenshot, maybe it was photoshopped. There was a screenshot of a website saying that they were going to have they were planning an ICO and then canceled it. There was talks of them even increasing the amount of Bitcoin that there is, and as far as on their blockchain, the same way Bitcoin Diamond is doing. Bitcoin Diamond isn't going to be 21 million coins; it's going to be more. So it was talks of them doing that, and still yet they came out, and because of the Bitcoin name, essentially, there's a $6 billion market cap. Some people are calling this a mockery of cryptocurrency. Some people are calling it a slap in the face to Dash, Litecoin. I don't want to say IOTA because IOTA is relatively new. Neo, Monero, you know, it's a slap in the face to these guys. EOS is relatively new as well, and so is Cardano. But you know, it just came out of nowhere, just shimmied its way right in between, like excuse me, and to 6 billion. Do I think it's gonna stay here? I don't know. GPU mining is a thing that people are big into. If this thing proves profitable, it is going to stay here, just simply off of that. What innovations are they going to bring to their chain? Are they going to have faster blocks? Are they going to implement things like Rootstock and Lightning before Bitcoin, making it somewhat of a test net as well? Because we don't have to worry about that with Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is not going to implement anything that the core team, as far as like layer 2 things. Now, not to say that they're not going to implement Rootstock, because if they, it would be smart for them to implement Rootstock or something like Rootstock. But as far as like Lightning and things like that, I don't think that they're going to do that. They want to scale on chain. All right. So if Bitcoin Gold is going to say, okay, we'll implement the things that you guys bring out first, and we'll put it on our chain first, like how Litecoin is doing. If they do that, Bitcoin Gold is going to stay very high on the CoinMarketCap list. So you better get used to seeing it there. Let's see what let's see which exchanges we can get this thing on. I know Bittrex opened up a market that that created a lot of action, even though I think they said at first they weren't going to. But when a coin is moving 420 million, 42 million, 26 million, exchanges cannot refuse those transaction fees. It's just not, you know, that's silly for them to, especially if it's not a scam. Now, if Bittrex lists BitConnect tokens, I am going to close down my Bittrex account. I swear it. Either that or I'm totally wrong and I know nothing about cryptocurrency and BitConnect is totally legitimate. But how many viewers do we got, guys? We got 18 viewers. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. Okay, so we're going to talk about a new series that we're going to do. And look who's back. My creepy friend. My creepy friend right here. He's back. Trying to make tokens great again. But this right here, guys, is CoinMarketCal. Not CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCal, like calendar. This is a very useful site. Now, what this site does, oh my God, I am about to break everything. Next video, I'm plugging in my mouse. I swear it. But what this site does is it lists upcoming like news events, meetups, launches of products for coins, talks, you know, speeches, whatever, for different cryptocurrencies. So right here it says the 27th of December, Decred, Lightning Network, 27th of December, BitBay web wallet release. You know, we got a bunch of things. You go down, there's different pages. So what I'm going to do, what I plan on doing with this, right, is I plan on using this to announce they're announcing the news event, and I'm going to look at the calendar. So perfect example, and this is just an example. Neo on chain, right? So I would say, okay, let's look at the Neo chart. And to see if it's a good spot for us to enter the market, technically, to take advantage of the news, all right? Now, if it's not a good spot to get in technically, I'm not gonna get in just because of the news. I am totally against that. That's how you get dumped on. A lot of people got wrecked from Ripple, Chainlink announcements and Neo announcement, like that one. Even though the Neo announcement was not a bad announcement, but people were expecting too much. So when you take positions solely off of news, you can get burned like that. So instead, we're going to come over here. We're going to look at CoinMarketCap, right? We're going to say, okay, Neo has an event. Let's go over here to TradingView. We're going to do our technicals. From the technicals, this is just an example. This is not me saying get into Neo. None of this is me saying get into anything. This isn't financial advice. This is just my opinion. Young man talking about cryptocurrencies. So I would do my technicals and I would say, okay, technically this is a good spot. The news event that's going to be announced could create some FOMO, a good amount of buy pressure for Neo. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this may be a good profitable trade. And I'm going to do that for a bunch of different tokens. There's a bunch of them. So tell me if that's something that you guys are going to be interested in, because I think that's going to be a way for us to, you know, get into some coins kind of early. TNT, what is TNT? All right, guys, if you guys got any coins that you want me to review, let's do them really quickly. Tyrion. Okay, let's do the technicals. Oh, can't do it. They don't have, apparently they don't have Wobi or what other exchange? Binance and, yep, they don't have that. Sorry, bud. And I don't really feel like going into my Coinigy. That may lag the stream, so we're not going to do that. But I'll definitely look into it. And I've also been thinking, guys, as far as, I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to talk about Obsidian. The last few days, Obsidian had a crazy pump, and it pulled back some with Bitcoin pushing, but it looks like it's pushing up again. And Obsidian has an upcoming event, a few upcoming events, December 4th and the 25th. So I've been thinking, in order to, you know, to get some more people to be able to take advantage of this, because like I said, I think this thing is going to, at least from here, I think we're going to do a couple X's. So I say 25,000 Satoshis from here is definitely doable. It's in order to get some more people to possibly be able to benefit from that, I have to talk about it before it gets there, you know. So I'm thinking about just doing my in-depth full review of Obsidian. I put up an event for it. I'm just thinking about maybe pushing it a little bit earlier, and it's in a dip right now, so that may be a good opportunity for me to cover it in depth, get people to really understand what it is, and see if they think it's a good project as well, and possibly make some more Satoshis. We got 21 viewers. Everybody hit the like button. VTC. All right, so I do have somewhat of a chart for Vertcoin. Vertcoin had a nice pop yesterday, indicating that it's very bullish. This is looking like the Stratis chart. The only reason that I like the Stratis chart better than this chart, and I do think Vertcoin is gonna have a good 2018. I do think so. I definitely think Vertcoin is gonna have a good 2018. But the reason I like this chart, the Stratis chart, better than this chart specifically, is because this chart is up here already. All right, let me move this so you guys can see. This chart is already up here, right? Stratis is down here by the pink line and showing the same kind of upward possibility. Vertcoin is already up here. So even if it does give us that push, you know what I'm saying, back to all-time high for Vert is only a 71% profit. Back to all-time high for Stratis is 700%. Not saying that we're going to get that. Not saying that we're going to get that in one move. But it's possible to get a few, a 2, 3, 4x out of Stratis within the next month or so, possibly. With Vertcoin, I don't really see that. I can see if this move continues to be truly bullish as it's indicating, I can see picking up the 71%. But I like the Stratis chart a little bit more because right now, since altcoins aren't just flat out bullish, altcoins altogether aren't just flat out bullish. Instead, some of them are popping, or there's days when all of them pop a little bit, but then there's days where this one pops, that one pops, that one pops. When it's like that, the best thing to do is, instead of trying to trade and look for new good trades every day, look for a chart like Stratis, who's had a nice pullback and is showing bullish signs. Now, not a thin cap coin. It has to be a nice size cap, because a thin cap coin could have a pullback, show nice bullish signs, and then have another pullback, and then you can lose big on that. So if it's a bigger cap coin and you do that same move, if it does pull back, it's not going to pull back so drastically. So your loss will be a little bit smaller. All right. James Bond, what's up? Sis, let's do sis. Like I said, guys, the new series that we're going to be doing, and I'm going to do this once a week, is going to be with my guy right here. I hope my Make Tokens Great Again guy is here every week. I hope they keep this ad running. I'm not telling you to click on it. I just like to see him there. But what we're going to do is we're going to come to Coin Market Cal, not cap, Cal, like calendar, all right? And we are going to look at the news events, all right? So like I said, we're going to look at a news event, take power, for instance, the Thailand announcement, whatever that is. We look into what the news event is. I judge whether I think the news event is going to bring some volume. If I think the news event is going to bring some volume, then I go and I look at the chart for power. I do the technicals. If the technicals line up with the possibility of an up move, and I think that the news will bring an up move, I would say, okay, in my opinion, this will possibly be a good trade. And we're going to just do that for all of the coins on that list in that series. We're going to do that once a week. If you guys like that, tell me, and we're going to do that once a week. Drinking some glutamine. I put glutamine in my my ginger ale sometimes. That's the only way I could kind of drink it. All right, so Syscoin. Oh my God, I hate this mouse. Let me quickly draw up Sys, because apparently I've never taken a trade in Sys. No, I don't think I've ever taken a trade in Sys. All right, and this is the floor and the ceiling method. All right, so basically you go to a low point. The floor would actually be the lowest point, and then you go to the highest point. So you put a line at the lowest point, you put a line at the highest point, and then after that you build from there. I have a few different techniques that I use for building inside that gives you really nice, precise lines. And we'll get deeper into that another time. I'm not gonna put too many on here. All right. A lot of altcoins had nice pops yesterday. A lot of the alts had really, really nice pops yesterday. All right. So sis did have a nice pop right here, right? But the thing I do not like is the volume that is off of this red candle. All right. The combination of the volume that came off of this red candle and the fact that we're getting this long leg doji instead of the market continuing to push up. Now, this candle has a long time to close, a few hours. So anything could still happen. But the fact that it's struggling here, long leg doji style as of right now is indicating to me that the market still could push back down into this line. Now, if you think Syscoin is a good project overall, I don't know what your personal opinion is on it, but if you think it's a good project overall, then I would wait for some pullback. I would wait for some pullback because I think there is some more pullback within this, especially if Bitcoin pushes up again. Right now, Bitcoin is a little stagnant, but if Bitcoin pushes up again, this thing, as far as the volume on this last red candle, this thing could definitely slam back down into this level down here. So I personally wouldn't get into Sys right now. I would wait for a pullback at least into the lower moving average, which is the red moving average. I would wait for some pullback into there, and then I would zoom into the 4 hour, do a little technicals there, and then make my decision from there. But right now, I wouldn't get into Sys. Everybody hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on post notifications. Okay, I think I kind of have to. Hold on. Gotta plug in my wireless mouse because this thing is, that keyboard is like the worst thing ever. All right, good. Dang, that was so bad. Robert, what's up? Biggs. Can you please look at AMB? What is AMB? Ambrosis. Oh, okay. I've heard of this. Didn't this just come out of ICO a little bit ago? And this is another thing, guys. Okay, we're not gonna do the analysis on this because these exchanges have not been able to be acknowledged by TradingView yet. So If you want these exchanges, if you want your coin that's listed on these exchanges to be acknowledged by TradingView, I would there's ways that you can go about that. But the last thing that you want to do is look into a coin. This is my opinion, because it's up today. So if you like, okay, this coin is up 35% today. Let me look into getting into it. Your mind frame should be the exact opposite. Like, okay, this coin is up 35% today. I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm gonna look into the idea behind it and see why it's up. Because getting in after like 35% moves, it's not a good idea. Because if it pulls back 35%, you're down, and you're down big, quick. You want to try to at least avoid quick losses like that. Those quick losses are the ones that they deter you, and that's the last thing you want to do when you're trading, is be deterred and be discouraged. ADA is one. I love ADA. I'm starting to like ADA even more because it's a very similar idea to Tezos, which I am very bullish on if it launches. Might not. It might not. I think it is, but it's a very similar idea to Tezos. It's kind of like Charles's kind of idea of what Ethereum should have been, or like a safe version of Ethereum, using different types of formal verification. And so at the time when I was looking into this, it was about 700 million. I know the way that they're rolling out their project is different, and I think Tezos should have done this. Roll it out in stages. So roll out a very vanilla, basic project, right? The same way all these other coins are, because all these other coins, most of the thing you could do is just send them to another person and they could send them back, or you could trade them on an exchange. So that's basic. Put out a very basic vanilla coin, right? After you put out this basic vanilla coin, they're gonna release updates and stages and just different things about the coin. Like, let's say if it has governance, the next thing that they release would be the governance model or whatever, you know? So, and just the fact of formal verification on smart contracts is big. From the 4 hour, we're looking like we're gonna have some nice pullback. I can't really do it off the daily because it's such a new chart. All right, so I'm gonna do the 4. So judging off for the 4 hour, we're going to see some nice pullback. Why am I still using this? I plugged my mouse in and I'm still using this thing. All right. So, and the last few days, ADA had a nice pop from its floor. It pushed through a previous level of resistance, and the 4 hour is showing that it looks like it's going to pull back into one of the moving averages or into this level of resistance. From my experience with trading, I would expect, well, I mean, I can't really, it's hard to, go with a general aspect of trading because cryptocurrency is so bullish. But on a general side, after these kind of pushes through critical levels of resistance, the market tends to snap back below them temporarily and then test them again a second time. So as far as ADA, I would look for the market to do exactly what I said. Snap below this level of resistance, the previous level of resistance temporarily. I would look to get in at that pivot point, as close to it as I can, and then look to ride it back up to see if we're gonna fill out this wick up here. I am very bullish ADA. I think ADA could easily swap market caps with something like Ethereum Classic. All right, not swap, because I don't think Ethereum Classic would go down to ADA's current market cap, but I think ADA could easily obtain a market cap similar to Ethereum Classics. And while I'm on that, let's quickly see how much Ethereum Classic has. Okay, so 2.5 billion. So so ADA, in my opinion, could easily obtain a 2.5 billion, 3 billion market cap and pass Ethereum Classic. Depending on how quick they put out their, I think it's a proof of stake coin, if I'm not mistaken, proof of stake model, or depending on how fast they start to actually implement their smart contracts and their formal verification. So if they do that timely, in my opinion, it's gonna pass Ethereum Classic. And I wouldn't be surprised. Some of the same people are working on it. I might go live after the next pullback. Thanks for the 4-hour chart reminder. Crypto Q. Salute, bro. Salute. I think ADA is going to be huge 2018. 10 to 50x says living off crypto. 10 to 50x. I could definitely see 10x. I can easily see 10x. I agree with you. 50, 2018? Yeah. You're pushing it. I'm not, but I mean, nothing's impossible. This is cryptocurrency. But 50x 2018, from where it's at, I don't know. But 10, I could see 10. I could see 10. 10 would be a big move. Let's quickly look at BTC USD one more again. Make sure you guys go and check out Ken Bozak's channel. I was on there last night. I was on there 2 nights in a row. But last night was the interview, my personal interview with Ken, which was cool. Had a little smoke sesh. So yeah, we got 17 minutes to go, and we're looking like we're getting a bearish continuation from the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. Now, the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin isn't something to get an overall general move from, because Bitcoin is an OG and it's one of the big boys. I would look for I would look at the 1 day. But the 4-hour is very good to look at with Bitcoin because it gives you early moves. Now, let's say if you wanted to short Bitcoin down, which I advise people not to do. Don't do it. Don't do it. I consider myself to be a hell of a trader, and I spot great opportunities to short Bitcoin all the time, and I'm sure I can make a killing from doing it, but I just don't trust doing that. Let's say if I wanted to short Bitcoin down to here, I would get into this. I would have been gotten into this to try to get in as early as I can. And the 4-hour chart, me getting in early from the bearish continuation on the 4-hour is going to give me an opportunity to get a jump on the shooting star pattern that may form on the daily. So you just gotta, it doesn't matter if you know the candlestick patterns. It doesn't matter if you know how to do support and resistance, trend lines, all of that. there's just little certain things about trading that you're only going to get from trading and from actually doing it yourself, like learning how to combine multiple time frames, like learning how to use Fibonacci's more so on a bigger scale than just for a single move. Learning how to like jump the gun, or when to jump the gun. Even though jumping the gun in cryptocurrency and trading isn't a good idea, jumping candlestick patterns, but there are ways to do it. So everybody go hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on post notifications. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseThatCoin. My very own account says, hey Shaka, thanks for the ODN call. Bought mine at 3,100 Satoshis. I looked into the project and it's one of the best undervalued coins, as you said. I'm glad that the second part, what you said, I looked into the project, and in your opinion, it's one of the best undervalued coins, as I said. So you heard my opinion saying that Obsidian, right? I've been talking about Obsidian for a while, right? Because I don't like to jump from project to project to project to project to project, because then that doesn't give you my opinion on, like, if I do a new one every day, you're going to be jumping from new one every day. I mean, or it may lead you to do that. So I just like to, keep it a little bit more grounded. When I find a good project, another good project that I'm interested in is Extra Bytes. All right. Full disclosure, I do not have a position in Extra Bytes yet. They have to do a few more things for me to feel okay with entering such a small cap coin. Obsidian has done this list of things, and I feel like Obsidian should be a big cap coin. But the keyword, I did my due diligence. You did your due diligence, and you agreed with my opinion. So that's big. That's what this is all about. I don't mind coming out here and be like, this is a good project, and telling you guys what I'm invested in, what I think about, whatever. But I want you guys to at least look at what the coin does for yourself and come up with a conclusion for yourself. All right, so it looks like you guys are out of coins. Oh, Mr. Low Bottoms, let's do. Pascal, right? Everybody's really hype about Pascal. Pascal is pretty cool. I think it has potential. I think the team probably needs to be a little bit more, maybe vocal. All right. All right. So off of the 1 day, right? Somebody was trying to accumulate here. So there is somebody that thinks that Pascal is a really good opportunity, and there is somebody that's accumulating. But the overall perception of Pascal isn't enough to break the overall downward volume. All right. So we haven't gotten any real significant bullish volume other than this day for Pascal. The good thing about Pascal is it pulled back a lot and it's close to its floor. The bad thing is the floor is still a little bit away. It's kind of a whiles away. So the floor is still 39% away. All right, so if you get into this coin here, you're risking the market pulling back on you almost 40%. So when we have these big green candles, right? You see this big green candle right here? When we have these type of big green candles, the market tends to try to pull back 50% of it. So the market it pulled back more than 50% of this candle before continuing up. So that's what this could be right here. This could be just a test of the strength of this candle. So all of this downward movement could be just a test of the body of this candle before a continuation up. So that's what that could be. But just remember, if you're getting in here, you're risking some more. You're risking 40% downside. So I would maybe wait, hope for some more downside. If I get that downside, I would look for it to at least pull back 15-20%. If it does, then I would look for my entry. Because if I do that, then I'm minimizing my downside. So if the market continues to pull down on me, instead of losing 40%, it's only going to be a 20% loss on my position. So that's Pascal. When is ODN coming to Bittrex? I do not know when ODN is coming to Bittrex. No, Bittrex is one of the exchanges. Even if the developers and Bittrex are in talks of listing the coin, if the developers come out and say that or like hint towards that, saying, "Oh, Bittrex soon" or anything like that, that's gonna be it. They're not gonna list the coin. So that's one of their terms. So the developers can't say. I'm sure that they are out there, especially because they partner with Tamico. So Tamico is basically they work with projects to just refocus on what it is that they're trying to do, rebrand, restructure the way that they're messaging what it is that they plan on delivering. So basically just, brushing them up and making them just much more solid. So I'm pretty sure that they're talking to some good teams, Binance or whoever it is. And the coin has a use case. All right, the coin has the platform has a use case. They're already talking about what other kind of projects do you want to see built on top of Obsidian. People think that it's just a messaging. It's not. That's just one application. So think of it as Obsidian is a platform like Ethereum, Stratis, Waves, whatever. And you can build things on top of it. All right, so you can build. The first thing that they're building on top of Obsidian is an anonymous messaging app that's going to be launched on Android on the December 25th. It's already on desktop right now. And I keep wanting to use this keypad. China blocked Skype very recently. ODN can fill that gap. Exactly. I think it's going to be a long way away before they wait, do they have video? I think they do have video, actually. I think you can. I don't think that you can like FaceTime like how Skype would be, but you can record a video and send it anonymously, and only that person can get it. So I can send you a video, and I can send you $50 worth of Obsidian through the anonymous messaging app. That's big. And if you guys are developers or have ideas, go to Obsidian, their subreddit, and they're taking ideas for the next project to be built on top of Obsidian already. Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum. Hey man, when I say, hey guys, do you guys got any projects? Blah blah blah. You got to speak now, forever hold your peace. So I haven't been too excited about Ethereum BTC pair lately, and that's because Ethereum's just been so bullish. It's been really bullish USD. So Ethereum USD pair, if you're trading that, you've been making a killing. Ethereum BTC pair is dried in tortilla chips. All right, it's really dry right now. Even though we did see a little nice up move. All right, but we are seeing a bearish continuation right here. All right. It isn't three black crows, but it is a bearish continuation. And the volume isn't like, it isn't on bad volume. It's on okay volume. All right. So I'm not really super excited about Ethereum BTC. For me to get excited about Ethereum BTC, it's going to need to pull back into the 0.0463 area. So this yellow line, it's going to need to pull back into this yellow line, give me consecutive bullish evidence to the upside. After it gives me consecutive bullish evidence to the upside, then I would be excited. But until then, I don't think ETH BTC pair is going to be something to look at for a while. There's no reason. There's no reason for me to want to trade in my Bitcoin to get Ethereum right now. Maybe my US dollars to get Ethereum, great idea. But to trade my Bitcoin to get Ethereum right now isn't a great idea, in my opinion. And you know, the chart is speaking, and it has spoken. So I wouldn't be surprised if we were to get a push as far as Bitcoin value, a push down to close to 0.0343 for Ethereum. As far as the technicals for Ethereum, everybody knows I'm very bullish. The fundamentals of Ethereum, I'm not so much bullish on that, but I'm not smart enough to really to have a in-depth opinion as far as you know, the code. What do I think about Walton Chain? I've been seeing people posting Walton Chain as a shitcoin. This is and it not that it makes me mad, but it just makes me like, bro, if it doesn't go up in a straight line, people consider it a shitcoin. Like, I don't get it. It went up so fast. If you missed that and now you're trying to get in afterwards and it's not giving you results, that's your fault. You can't call it a shitcoin because it went up so fast and now it's having a little pullback and you're losing because you got in late and now you're calling it a shitcoin. Can't do that. I think the idea for Walton Coin is a good idea. Because I saw that use case very early on, people talking about it. Walton better hurry up. They better hurry up, and that's something that they can launch that really soon. And they need to put that out there really quickly because other blockchains can do that same thing. That's something that almost any blockchain can do. I already looked at Stratis. You came in late. That was the first thing I looked at. Yeah, we did Stratis already, Thomas. Let's do ARC. All you got to do is watch the video back. If I'm assuming that the audio and the video is crystal clear, so because you guys aren't complaining, so just watch the video back. That's the first thing I talked about. I kept it in order of the way I listed it. I talked about Stratis, Bitcoin Gold. Then I did the CoinMarketCap series announcement where I'm going to look at, we're going to come to CoinMarketCap. We're going to look at the announcements. And then with my guy right here, this guy right here is my guy. We're going to look at the announcements. And then we're going to go and look at the technicals for the announcements. So let's say BitShares, November 27th, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll go look at it. All right. All right, let's see. Let me give you guys a quick example. So see, like right here. So Cardano, December 1st. Let's say if this was the series, I would come to CoinMarketCap. I would say, okay, Cardano is having an event December 1st. The roadmap is, they're doing a roadmap update. Okay, I think that could be a very bullish opportunity for Cardano. What I would do is I would come over here, I would look at ADA BTC pair, and I would do my technical analysis. If my technical analysis lines up with the fact that they're having a news event, I'm going to say, okay, I think this could be a possible trade. I'm going to wish the chasers best of luck. I'm going to say that this is not financial advice. I'm just giving an opinion on where I think the market can go from here. But if you take that, if you decide to take the trade and come to the same conclusion as me, I wish you the best of luck. And my technicals, whether I agree with the coin or not, my technicals are always unbiased. All right, so ARK. Let me extend this, and I slapped this on here. I was quickly looking at ARK last time, and ARK has stayed true to its upward trending line. If I could get this thing to move. All right, so ARK has stayed true to its upward trending line. All right, and we did get a nice pullback into it. All right, so I noticed the upward trending line from back here. It pushed up, slammed it back right into it. So this is a beautiful point for ARK. It's a beautiful morning. But I wouldn't get into ARK here. I know you're confused. What do you mean? Because we want to look for the best opportunity. I would wait for ARK to break this line. Why this line? Because this is the recent level of support. All right. It is a recent level of support. It is a previous level of resistance. All right. So since the market was just at this level back here, bouncing off of it, the market is going to look to treat this as resistance. And that's exactly what it did on this candle right here, giving us a long leg doji type candle. Now, but you know, like I said, you can't judge the market. You can't judge a moving candle. This candle looks like a long leg doji right now. I can go take a nap, which I may do after this. And the market could be all the way up here, you know? So we can't really judge it. But I'm just giving you an example as the market recognized this level, because the market has a better memory than me and you. What do I mean by that? Sometimes people put in orders, forget about them, so the market remembers those levels. A lot of times that's what it is. Or people, traders do their back testing and notice that this level is a level where the market rejected from multiple times. So the market has a much better memory than any individual. So the market remembers that this level is a previous level of support and resistance. So the market is going to react to it. What do I think is going to happen for ARK? I think ARK is going to give us this. This is the money. So then I'm going to put it in green. ARK is going to give us this. What the hell? Great. Okay. Anyway. So, oh, okay, I know what I did. I clicked them on top of each other. So ARK is going to give us this. ARK is going to give us I want to say a consolidation, but it's not. I don't think it's going to move super tight like that, because this coin has a tendency to get some volume and people do believe in it. So there will be little pops, but I think it's going to just slightly slope upward. It's going to approach this line. I don't know what it's going to do at the line. So that's why I would wait to see how it reacts. I would wait for a push above the line, not a little peekaboo, a clear push above the line with bullish action. And then I would make my entry into ARK. But I love the way that the ARK chart looks. Now, overall, as far as project comparison, I like the idea of Cosmos a little bit more than ARK. But ARK has proven to be very profitable trading, and Cosmos isn't even a thing yet. How many people we got in the stream? Everybody hit that like button. Share this on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at @ChaseThatCoin. Turn on post notifications. Leave a comment. Send it to your friend in a text message and say, hey, let's get this crypto money. Now I see they have potential. Walton about to do masternodes. Oh, Walton is about to do masternodes. I like masternode coins. That's another reason why I'm so bullish of Obsidian. I love masternode coins. Now I don't like masternode coins that, oh, they're just talking about, they have a very basic idea and they just plan on doing masternodes. Because a lot of coins do that. I want a project that has a solid idea, that's preferably a platform, and then they're planning on doing masternodes. So they have to either have a solid idea and product, and they're doing masternodes, or they have to be a platform that I think has a lot of potential and do masternodes. That combination, that's where the returns are. I want you all are going to, well, not all of you, but whoever. All right, whatever. Just we're gonna check back in a month or two with that ODN call, and I hope you guys buy yourself some nice things. EOS. I don't think we could do EOS because, oh yeah, we could do EOS. And this is my opinion right here, guys. This is my opinion of the overall of EOS. EOS, in my opinion, I would not buy EOS right here. As far as, yeah, I wouldn't buy EOS right here. I wouldn't. Simply because there's a lot more EOS to be put on the market. So that itself is going to put the price down. I'm going to wait for that. There's a lot more EOS to be released. All right. EOS, the tokens that we're buying right now are just a derivative of the actual EOS tokens to come in the future. So I don't know. There's just a lot of risk with EOS, but it is pumping nicely. So if you got in on this nice, I don't want to say cup because it turned up really quickly, but if you got in down here at this pivot, you made a killing. I would not buy up here, especially because we're approaching a previous level of resistance. Excuse me, a previous level of support and resistance. So I would not buy here. I could see EOS easily losing, not anytime soon, probably. You know, it could pull a, move sideways for a long time. I could see EOS losing 32% of its value here, as far as Satoshi value. So wait for that. Wait for that. If you're looking to get into this thing, because I just doubt that it gets all the way back up here. Maybe though. Let me see. So, and for it to make 100%, it would have to break through a strong level of previous resistance and approach another one. Could it do that? Yes. Let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, it's losing steam on the 4-hour. It's losing power as far as on a 4-hour time frame. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a nice pullback. On the light side, I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback. Like, yeah, I'm expecting 30% pullback before anything else happens for Neo. So I personally would not buy here. All right, guys. This one is getting out of hand. I thank you all for being here with me. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseThatCoin. And until next time will be tomorrow. Keep chasing that coin, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys in the chat.